Hey everyone! So, for those of you that did not get to attend our in-person Swivl training, I just wanted to make this video for you using our Swivl device so that you can see how it works both in person and through the Swivl app. I've posted videos that explain in depth, one, how to set up your Google Meets link with your Google Classroom, a video showing how to pair your Swivl app and your Google Meets app, and then I've also posted a video of how to present from your tablet, which is what I'm going to do here next. So you have two options using the Swivl device. You can either have your participants see you like this with just you showing, but if you have the presentation that you want to show them and make it big enough for them to see, you're going to use your tablet device. So I'm going to present on my tablet. So I've gone to my Google Classroom on my tablet and I've clicked on my Meets link. Now instead of hitting join, this time I'm going to hit present. So I'm going to choose to share my entire screen so that my students can see everything that I'm doing on my tablet. All right, so for one example that I showed people, when you are in a virtual setting such as this, you can't go to your board and then be able to see that. So this gives you that option so that your students can see everything. So one app that you're going to use a lot on your Chrome tablet is your Google Canvas. Now there's two options with your Google Canvas. You can either start with a blank Google Canvas, which would serve as your whiteboard in your classroom. You can write on it. So I'm just going to grab this blank one here. So this is a blank canvas that I've just started new canvas. If you click on the pencil, you can change the size of your pen. And if you click on the palette, you can change the color that you're writing in. So it's very good as it follows you. Anything I write, it's real time, and the students can see on their screen what you are doing. So if you're doing a math problem, they can see you work that out just as if you were having a whiteboard in your classroom. Now the other option with Google Canvas is a new from image. So if you had a worksheet such as your optional problem sets or your Learn Zillion worksheets that the students need to complete, or your Saxophonics, anything that you have that's a worksheet that they would complete in the classroom, you can save that as an image. And there's a video on our website that you can go and watch on how to make those worksheets interactive. But once you have it in your Canvas, it's not going to go anywhere. So this is a sample of a worksheet that I did with the first grade class. Is let's learn to rhyme. So do these words look the same? They can underline the word for them to see. Cat and hat. They do look the same, so yes. Do these words sound alike? Cat, hat. Yes, they sound alike, so I'm going to hit yes. And then do these words rhyme? Yes. So again, whatever the worksheet is that you want to complete with your students, you can do that live, and they can see you in real time completing that worksheet whole group. So if this was a math, completing it, counting by tens, they could see you. Now this is a little big of a pen size for this, so I would change it so they can see better. Now you can see me writing. Nice and neat. So the one thing about the Canvas app that I would like to show you is there's 3 dots on each canvas. Those dots allow you to name them, so that way it organizes it nice and neat so things don't get lost once you have a lot of them, they all kind of run together. You can save it as an image, so if you finish the work and you want to save your students' work so they can see what you did, you can post that in your Google Classroom. You can save that as an image. You can duplicate it if you would like to have multiple copies of the same Canvas, or you can just delete it. You no longer need it. So that's the Canvas app. That's one thing that we're going to use a lot in our hybrid learning. And then the other thing is if you are teaching ELA in the older grades, you can pull up your LearnZillion straight from your Chromebook tablet and show those slideshows. And your students can see those slideshows right on this tablet. Or, for example, in the library, if I'm reading a book out loud, I can have it on Google Slides and they can see the pictures and listen to me read the book. And the same thing with ArtCore. You can go to the art bookshelf or whatever resource that you have for your art curriculum. So I'm going to pull up just a Google slideshow so you can see what it looks like being presented. Okay, so this is just an example of an ArtCore slideshow. And once it loads, I'll hit present. So now your students can see the slideshow that you are presenting, and they can follow along with that. And we'll give it just a second to load before we get frustrated with it. There we go. All right. So this is an example of the kindergarten Unit 1, Week 1 Art Literacy Lab. They could go in and put the date. Today is Wednesday, July 8th, and they would just have their day on there so they can talk about the day and the date. They have their objectives. They can read their I can statements aloud with their class. And then here's the morning message with the Canvas tool. So it says, "Dear students, welcome to our classroom. This year, we will all be working together to become great readers, writers, and thinkers. What do you like to read?" Now, with the teacher notes, it tells you to read that aloud to your students, and then together, you're going to count the number of sentences by counting the period and the question mark. So one suggestion that I would give our teachers for their morning message is save this as an image on your Canvas. And then when you go to your Canvas, you can do those live edits, circling or putting the 3 lines underneath the period and the 3 lines underneath the question mark. And then the second thing that it tells you to do for your morning message for this particular lesson is it says that readers and read both begin with the sound. The sound is the letter R. Can somebody come up and circle all of the letter R's in our morning message? So they could have the tool and write on their smartboard, or if we are in a hybrid setting, the teacher can go and have her students say, this word starts with the letter R, circle that one. So they could go up there, or she can use her stylus and circle all the letter R's. So this is just an example of how you can use a slideshow for your presentation for the hybrid learning model. If you had your reading material on Google Slides, you could click through the pictures and read the story through the Google Slideshow as well. So this is just an example of how you can use Google Slides and the Canvas app for our hybrid learning model. If you would like more information about the different things that we talked about in our tutorials for teachers, you can go to our website that I created. And there's different videos here that you can go back and watch so that you can learn more in depth how to get all of this to work. The Google Classroom video explains how to find your code and how to find your Meets link. And there's also a little bit of information of how to post an assignment and using the rubric through Google Classroom. The second video is interactive worksheets. That's explaining how to take a worksheet or any PDF and make it interactive using the Canvas tool if you're using it as a whole group, or you can put it on Google Slides and you can assign it in Google Classroom for the students to work on that independently. The third video is Google Calendar. If you're not using the Google Meets link in your Google Classroom, you can create a Meets link in the Google Calendar, and that's a video explaining how to do that as well. Other videos that teachers have requested is the Boom Learning and how to use the digital taskcards, creating custom headers on your website and your classroom to make them fun and cutesy, and then adding GIFs to your slideshow or your website. And then down below there is all of our Swivl videos that I'm still working on and getting those posted, but you can go and watch how to set up your Swivl, pairing your Swivl app with your Meets app, and then later this afternoon I will post how to present from your tablet like I did here, and then this recording I'll also post as well. So in our hybrid model that we have planned here at Waller, in classrooms that are fully departmentalized, they are not going to teach but one time. So, for example, in our third grade, we have 3 teachers: math, ELA, and social studies and science. So when our social studies and science teacher is live in her classroom using her Swivl, the other 2 teachers are going to go to their teacher computer that's linked to their projector, go to their grade level Google Classroom, click on that Meets link, and present that live recording or live meeting in their classroom so their students can watch virtually. And then when we switch classes, the next teacher will be live with their Swivl, and the other teachers will just present on their boards the live recording of the teacher. So that's how we plan to do our virtual or our hybrid teaching, but we're prepared no matter what. So if you have any questions or you need another tutorial of something that I haven't covered yet, please feel free to email me, or if you're in my Google Classroom, go to that post and comment what you would like to be seen. If that's all, I'll see you all later. Have a great day.